eaten away by time, he found a small metal box containing unsent letters, all addressed to a location in a small coastal town unknown to anyone in the family. As the hours passed, their individual investigations led them to an inevitable point of collision in the conservatory. Elena had discovered monthly bank transfers made by Julian over the past 5 years to a private investigator, suggesting that he had always known more than he was letting on. Cornered, Julian confessed that his father had tasked him with keeping an eye on a witness from the past, but that he was doing so for protection, not out of guilt. However, it was Matteo who provided the final piece of the puzzle. The letters revealed that their mother hadn't abandoned them, but had been committed to a private institution under a false name on Arthur's orders, after she uncovered an embezzlement scheme involving the family business and her own older children. The revelation was devastating because it implied that Julian and Elena, in their youthful lust for power, had been silent accomplices in their own mother's confinement to protect their lifestyle. Arthur's will wasn't a reward. It was a guilt trap designed to destroy them before the truth came to light. The atmosphere in the mansion turned icy when they realized that Attorney Vance wasn't just there to read the will, but to hand over the evidence to the authorities once the deadline passed. In their quest for a fortune, the Blackwood siblings had dug their own legal and moral graves, realizing too late that their father's true legacy was the very cruelty they had cultivated. At dawn, with the arrival of the police patrols at the property's driveway, the Blackwoods' arrogance crumbled. Julian tried to burn the documents, but Elena, in a final act of desperation to save herself, snatched the papers from him and handed them over to the police as a bargaining chip for her own immunity. Matteo, the only one whose hands were truly untainted by the past, simply watched from the balcony as his family's empire crumbled under the weight of the truth. The mansion, once a symbol of status, stood empty and silent.